Employee Retention Credit, also known as ERC and ERTC, is a refundable tax credit that rewards businesses up to $26,000 per employee. The ERC was designed to encourage businesses to keep their employees on the payroll during the pandemic. The best news is that the Employee Retention Credit has been dramatically expanded to give a wider range of employers more financial relief. Make sure to watch this entire video, as we will go over some of the most frequently asked questions, such as what the Employee Retention Credit is, who is eligible for it, how to apply for the ERC tax credit, and more. The ERC credit is still available as of the making of this video, so make sure you apply to see how much you qualify for. But, you need to act right away, because there is a hard deadline, which is approaching fast. Don't worry, we will tell you exactly how to get started in just a moment. Please like and subscribe if you like our videos. This will allow us to maintain the channel. We are extremely grateful for your support. So let's dive deeper into what the Employee Retention Credit is and why you need to apply as soon as possible. The Employee Retention Credit, ERC, is part of the Coronavirus Aid Relief and Economic Security CARES Act. It's a business relief provision that allows employers to claim a refundable payroll tax credit for qualifying wages, which is paid to retained full-time employees, from March 13, 2020, to December 31, 2020. The ERC was created to encourage businesses to keep their employees on the payroll, even if they were not working during the covered COVID-19 period. The Employee Retention Credit was expanded further under the Consolidated Appropriations Act, 2021, and the American Rescue Plan Act. All eligible firms may claim it until the deadline of December 31, 2021. However, you can still claim the tax credit after 2021, using an amended tax return, as long as you file within 3 years of the original return. Do I qualify for the Employee Retention Tax Credit? The Economic Recovery Credit, ERC, is open to employers with fewer than 500 full-time employees, and there are no limits for part-time workers. Businesses and tax-exempt organizations that met any one of the following 3 criteria are qualified. 1. A total or partial shutdown of operations as a result of COVID-19 trade restrictions imposed by the government during 2020 or 2021, or 2. A loss of revenue, with a revenue drop on a quarter-by-quarter comparison of 50% from 2019 to 2020, or 20% from 2020 to 2021. 3. Your company must have W-2 employees with a minimum of 5 and fewer than 500 full-time employees, and it is unlimited for part-time employees. However, the W-2 employee cannot be a business owner or family member. Do I qualify for ERTC if my company has received a Payroll Protection Program, PPP loan? Yes. You can still get the Employee Retention Credit even if you took out a PPP loan. Do not worry, we will tell you exactly how to get started in a moment. Employers may now claim tax credits retroactively, thanks to new legislation. I did not have a revenue reduction, am I disqualified? There is no need for a 25% cut in income like in the Payroll Protection Program if you can show a limited interruption in business operations. There are many ways businesses fully or partially suspend operations during each calendar quarter. For example, capacity restrictions such as indoor dining or canceled trade shows and group meetings, and other various interruptions. If your business had to change operations due to governmental orders or if gross receipts declined by 20%, your business will likely qualify. A change in operations could mean extra cleaning or sanitizing, limiting capacity or reducing hours, installing, utilizing protective equipment, and temperature checks, to name a few. Simply click the link below in the description to see if you qualify and for how much. What is a partial suspension of operations? A partial suspension of operations can take many different forms. Here are a few general examples. Unable to physically attend business functions or meetings. Had staff go from in-office to work from home and had an impact. Retail or restaurant that reduced the number of customers allowed inside, closed down a department or business unit while other units continued to operate. There are many ways businesses fully or partially suspended operations during each calendar quarter, and there are ways to ensure you qualify for these criteria, which we can help you with. Stay tuned to find out how we can help. Should my CPA do this for my company since he does my tax returns? Whether your tax accountant is a CPA or EA, he or she most likely only prepares your federal and state income tax returns. However, ERTC credits are claimed against employment taxes on Form 941, and cash advanced through Form 7200. The complexity of the ERTC program is a beast unto itself, and every tax accountant we've talked to has said their primary focus is on staying up to date on the ever-evolving income tax code, and they can't now become experts in the ERTC program as well. If your tax accountant is comfortable determining your eligibility by quarter and year, computing your credits, and preparing contemporaneous documentation to support an IRS audit, then you should certainly let them handle all of this. However, chances are that they are not well versed in the employee retention tax process, and it's best to have a ERC specialist do this for you to ensure you get the most amount of tax credit. How do I claim the employee retention tax credit? The first thing you need to know is that the ERTC is first come, first served. This is why you need to get the process started right away. If you want to submit the ERC yourself, you can go to irs.gov and do so. However, as we mentioned already, we strongly advise you to seek the advice of a competent CPA firm that specializes in the Employee Retention Tax Credit Program. I know it can be tempting to have your CPA try to do this, but it is crucial to remember that most CPAs do not specialize in employment retention tax credits and are unfamiliar with the ERTC procedure, which might jeopardize your chances of obtaining the full amount of compensation you are due. If your CPA has not mentioned ERC to you, it's probably because it is not their specialty. The application process can be tricky, and by using an ERC specialist, you can be sure we will help you make sure everything is done correctly. That's why we're pleased to announce that we've teamed up with a reputable CPA firm that focuses on the Employee Retention Tax Credit Program. This will help our clients get the most out of this great program. With this ERTC service, we make it simple for you to go through the procedure. How do I find out if my business qualifies and how much money can I get? You can find out if you are eligible and how much you can expect by clicking on the link below. The link will take you to a basic online form. Once you submit this initial form, you'll get an email with the application. The application is straightforward, and it should take you around 15 minutes to complete. After that, our team of ERTC specialists can analyze whether you qualify for an employee retention tax credit. There is no cost or commitment associated with pre-qualifying. There's no downside to finding out if you qualify for the ERTC tax return. Taking no action may result in you losing out on the free money that you are entitled to. Click on the link below and answer a few questions to get the process started for the employee retention credit today. Remember, you can still apply for a tax credit, but don't wait too long because you may lose your chance. If you have any questions, please contact us at 877-235-0672 to talk with one of our First Choice Business Capital funding specialists. You can also visit us at firstchoicebusinesscapital.com or call 877-235-0672.